The school auditorium was filled with the usual hum of chatter. Parents, teachers, and children gathered for the annual art showcase. Bright lights bounced off colorful paintings that lined the walls. But no one noticed the police nine, Max, staring intently at a large framed painting near the stage. His ears pricked, his body tense. Something was wrong. Suddenly, Max lunged forward, teeth sinking into the canvas, ripping it to shreds. Gasps echoed through the room. A dog had just destroyed a beloved school painting. But what Max revealed behind that canvas would shake the entire town to its core and change countless lives forever. Officer Daniels, Max's handler, rushed forward, embarrassed and angry. Max, what are you doing?" he scolded, pulling the German shepherd back. Parents murmured disapprovingly. "That dog's dangerous. But why would they even bring him here?" But then a hush fell over the crowd. Behind the torn painting, hidden in the wall cavity, was an old, dusty box. Its wood was cracked, and a brass lock hung broken, as if it had been hidden there for decades. Principal Harris froze. He recognized something from his own childhood. That painting has been here since the 70s, he whispered. The box was carefully pulled out. Inside lay yellowed letters, photographs, and, most shocking of all, a journal bound in cracked leather. The first entry was dated 1954. It belonged to a young girl named Evelyn Carter, a former student of the school who had mysteriously disappeared and was never found. The crowd fell silent as Officer Daniels read aloud. "If you're reading this, it means my secret has been uncovered. I saw something I wasn't supposed to. I'm scared, but I have to write it down so the truth isn't lost." Gasps filled the room. The town had long whispered about Evelyn's disappearance. Some said she ran away. Others believed something darker happened. But no one had proof, until now. The entries described how Evelyn had seen a staff member involved in shady dealings, possibly smuggling valuables through the school. But before she could tell anyone, she vanished. For Officer Daniels and Principal Harris, this discovery reopened a cold wound. Daniels struggled with whether to publicize the journal. What if it brought shame to the school? Harris, whose late father had been a teacher there at the time, feared his family name could be dragged into suspicion. The community worried the revelation would tarnish the school's reputation and hurt their children's futures. And above all, there was fear. What if Evelyn's disappearance wasn't an accident, but a crime buried for decades? Late one night, Harris sat in his office, reading Evelyn's final entry. Her handwriting shook with fear. "If anyone finds this, please tell my family I love them. And tell the truth. Don't let silence win." Tears welled in his eyes. He realized this wasn't about protecting reputations. It was about giving a lost girl justice. He gathered the town council and the community, holding up the journal. "This is Evelyn's voice, and it's time we finally listen." Investigations followed. With Max's discovery as the starting point, police traced old staff records, unearthed evidence of smuggling operations, and connected Evelyn's disappearance to a janitor who had quietly left town in 1955. While the man had long since passed away, Evelyn's truth was no longer buried. Her family, now great-grandchildren and distant relatives, finally had answers. The school held a memorial service, not in shame, but in honor of Evelyn's courage to speak the truth, even when no one could hear her. Max, once blamed for destroying a painting, became a local hero. Children would stop by to pet him, and parents proudly pointed, "That's the dog who gave Evelyn back her voice." Sometimes the truth hides behind walls, literally and figuratively. Fear, silence, and time can bury it deep. But the courage of one girl and the instincts of one loyal nine reminded an entire town that truth always finds its way back to the light. Max didn't just tear a painting, he tore down decades of silence. And in doing so, he gave a lost child the justice she had been waiting for, forever changing the hearts of everyone who walked those school halls.